Greetings, undetermined spectators of the World Wide Web. I am Tall Lanky Guy. Welcome back to Silver Creek Falls. Also, I'm at school, so that's cool. Alright. This is at Sheriff Davis's house. Okay. The famous man's home. I'm excited. I have a feeling we'll get a much better idea of what's going on when we find his case files. Learn as much as you can about Lee Davis. Find his case files. Cool. Although that's wrong, he must have left in a rush. This one's locked. Going on the bedside table, pretty intense. Did you see lots of violent crime around here, Deputy? No, not really. Pretty peaceful town. These incidents are the first serious thing to hit this town since the tornado 2 years ago. Tornado. Yep, he was pretty bad. Some local businesses had to leave. Actually, the U.S. Army was looking to buy some land here before the tornado hit. Did they end up buying? Nah, the tornado dissuaded them pretty fast. Oh. Also, a lot of that land was in contention. Apparently, the family that bought it was going through some legal problems. Legal problems? You want to just stop repeating the last thing he says? Seems like that's what you're doing. Yeah, apparently years back they bought it off that Cherokee tribe I told you earlier. Refer to the last video. Or no, that would have been the second chapter. Second video. Anyway. Apparently they swindled them and gave them a rotten deal for it. U.S. Army didn't want to get involved and lost interest in the land. As they do. Cool. Well, that's some information. Anything on the table here? Fridge. Full fridge. If he was planning to disappear, he would have emptied this out first. Everyone knows that if you're gonna disappear mysteriously, you have a big eating party the night before. You eat, you gorge yourself on whatever you have in the fridge, and then you disappear. Honestly. I'll clean, interesting guy. I'll clean. Clean. So much cleanliness. So much cleanliness. I can see my face in the wallpaper. No, I can't. It's not very clean. Oh, is he a gamer? I can't really tell. But it looks like I see a controller over there. Oh, there's a note. There's a note. Another note. Again. Different handwriting this time. What does it say? If you want to know the truth, John 6:34. That's a Bible verse. That's from the Bible. Let's see if we can find one. The sheriff was a religious man, so I'm sure there's a Bible around here. Note added. Cool. Duly noted. This guy a hacker or something? He has so many computers. And they're all really crappy, like, 80s ones. Oh, I see a key. Set of keys. There's no car parked outside, so I don't think those are car keys. Yeah, his car is gone. Those aren't his house keys either, as they don't look like the copy I have. Best we hang on to these. Keys added. Awesome. Okay, we got a lot of guns here. Man, this guy was packing heat, eh? I am my Desert Eagle Beretta M9 and Remington 870 shotgun, all reliable classics. Wow, you know your guns. I'm in America, I have to. Oh, you can only make one America joke in here, and I already made it. Come on. Oh, lights are on. Lights are on, lights are on, lights are on, I know. Classic literature. This guy sure loved to read. Photos from Antarctica. Police reports. Guide on how to modify heat. This guy modified these things. Medal of Honor. Sheriff Davis was in the military? Yep. U.S. Army Ranger. How am I not surprised? So he was a ranger. If he is dead, whatever killed him must have been pretty intense. That is if he's dead, which he probably is. Unless he pulled a Metro Man and is hiding out in an underground bunker. With his cargo on, it's most likely he isn't dead. I'm surprised he left so many of his firearms behind. I'm sure he's not walking around unarmed. Of course not, this is America. Oh no, I already made that joke. Fire extinguisher, I guess this guy was ready. Almost too ready. It's a little early in the morning, so I'm a tad muddy. Hollywood. Bible guide. Lots of bikes. There's a Bible sticking out from the rest. Yes. Sir, they said, from now on give us this. I wonder what that could mean. You're not reading it in context. You need to read it in the historical, biblical context. I don't know. Most likely something to do with the keys, since he obviously left theirs for someone to find. Oh yeah, the sheriff has a storage unit somewhere. This might be the clue as to where. Let's hope so. Let's see. Camping equipment, tinned food, water purifiers, flints, hunting knives. This guy was ready for an Armageddon. The sheriff was a U.S. Army Ranger. The outdoors is in his blood. Moving the chair up. Real. U.S. Army Ranger, Interesting. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if we've found everything there is to find. So, why is there pi in the middle of the room? I mean, I like pi. It's a great number. Also delicious. But why is there just a random thing of pi on the floor in the flooring pattern? Just doesn't make sense. Where do you think Lee Davis's storage unit is? I can't consult my map. Let's go Taylor. Then obviously you know. Oh, baker. Where do I get the bread? Okay, I get it from the Bible. Yes. That's clever. Clever. Okay. This is it. He even labeled it for us. What's inside? 1,000 odd victims and some old cassettes. Sheriff Davis used to walk around with his voice recorder so he could record any ideas he had. We should give it a listen. I agree. Did you have a tape player in your car? No, man, this car is only a year old. No tape player. I haven't played in my car. Let's go back to the hotel and check it out. Y'all. Suddenly, Sarah's become a lot more southern. Sure, I'll leave the blood samples and evidence in the police station. I'll drop you guys off first. We'll keep Lee Davis's files if that's okay. Please do. Cassette tape. Awesome. Back to the parking lot. See ya. Alright. Get to our car. Why can't I? Why can't I? There we go.
There is something very strange afoot. This is something simply unnatural. In my time as a sheriff, I have never seen anything like this before. Every crime scene lathered in the blood of its victims, yet never a body to be found. Always that smell of ammonia present in every scene, even though all three scenes are in such different locations. Due to the amount of blood and damage present, am I to assume that a murder has taken place and the bodies disposed of perfectly? This seems a bit too simple an answer. I must investigate more. Furthermore, I find it highly disturbing that every confirmed victim has come from the same college nearby. There must be some correlation. I know it must be so. The girls in the sorority all knew each other, and the boy who was killed in the park was a boyfriend of one of these girls, and the last missing piece is finding out about the victim of the car accident. Now, I have checked the vehicle's registration, and apparently the car was reported stolen in Durham a few days ago. The owner is alive and well and seems unaffected by these problems, yet obviously distraught at the fate of his vehicle. I must find out the identity of the driver. The notes I'm finding in each scene are also very disturbing indeed, as if left on purpose as a signature by the killer. I am led to believe that the answer lies in finding the correlation between all the victims and seeing who would have a motivation to eliminate all of them. I am not safe. For the past few days I have felt a presence around, someone watching, someone or something. I do not know if it is human. When you are in a small town like this one, it is not hard to detect when something irregular has happened. If you are listening to this, I am assuming you are also a member of the police force, and I ask you to please see that justice be done. These youngsters had promising lives in front of them, and now their families are telling me they have disappeared. My heart tells me they are no longer in this world. The brutality of the attacks makes me think that perhaps it may have been an animal, or even supernatural. But the lack of evidence makes me think that perhaps it was from someone or something intelligent and experienced. I leave behind my notes for you in case something happens to me. Farewell.
Well, that was a lot of information, which we are going to have to end on. So much information today. Good golly. But it was a good episode. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you later.